pants. Hold on here so that I can tear them up.
No!
What we're gonna, we're trashing the format. I'm Tony Storm. I've ripped up my script.
And welcome to the Format with your boy, Matt Jackson. Boy, it's the most heard podcast on YouTube, baby. Let's get it in. Let's talk to you. Let's send you over there to Southwick Plaza vaping shop. Let's get over there to the McDonald's. Let's go to McDonald's. No, like and subscribe, boy. This week has been really good, and it's been a really good week in the world of wrestling this week. And my album drops the 12th on the channel Lord Atheist. Go look it up. Go subscribe. Go be looking out for my new album. It's coming out the 12th. Well, it's coming out, tomorrow, right? Yeah, it's coming out tomorrow at 12 p.m. But anyway, go check that out. Shit just put out a vlog. Some last year moments, some things that I did last year. I just put it all in a video. It's like an hour and 30 minutes. Go check it out. It's on Ja Free Killer channel. Check that out. Go check out all the videos on this one here. And yeah, Lick My Plate Gaming. Go check out the stuff that I'm putting out tonight is coming out. Well, you won't hear this until the weekend, but Thursday of this week that I'm talking about, the Thursday of this week, which is today, is TNA, my full show going out on Lick My Plate. I created it, and just being hype about TNA starting up this week or whatever. But anyway, so we're going to chop it up, and talk about some things, and get it in. Like I said, like and subscribe. I want to send y'all, to Lady Luck Pawn Shop here in Danville, Virginia. Go over there to the fucking Southwick Plaza, vape, freaking Nordan, freaking Blue Park. Shout out to all of them. Pittsburgh Pile Driver Podcast. Shout it out. Kyle Foster Music. Shout it out. Sin Crowley. Shout out. Go check them out. Go check it out. Anyway, so what we're doing here, and go look up Pure Pro Wrestling on YouTube. You'll be able to find it. And what is it called? BTW News or whatever they're called. They have Pure Pro Wrestling on there as well. They have a deal in Martinsville. But anyway, so we're going to be talking about Raw, of course. We're going to start this whole show off with the beginning of the week, which is Monday. And nothing really happened on Sunday for wrestling since I don't cover Sunday, so I guess I'll start covering Sunday as well, if anything does happen. But I don't think anything really happened in wrestling, so whatchamajig. But we got the Royal Rumble coming up in January 20-something. Look it up. But anyway, and this weekend is also, we just had New Japan, freaking Wrestle Kingdom, which I'm trying to watch that and review it. But anyway, so we got, what else? This Saturday is actually TNA Hard to Kill pay-per-view coming on, Saturday. And so, let's get it in, get it on. Let's go. I can't wait. I'm going to be watching it. Something else is happening Saturday, too. I can't remember what pay-per-view it was now. It's a show happening Saturday as well. And I can't think of what it is. I want to congratulate Caden Pierre for, being able to be booked on Effie's Big Gay Brunch, which that is freaking great. It's going to be in, I think it's Florida this year. And that's happening. So look that up. Congratulations, Caden Carter. Caden Carter. I got to think about WWE now. Anyway, getting ahead of myself. But anyway, Caden Pierre, congratulations. Great wrestler. Met him a couple times. He's friends with one of my good friends. And just a good dude. Anyway, so we're going to be talking about Raw. And I'm trying to think of things that there might need to be said, before I get into Raw. But I really don't think so, other than the Caden Pierre thing. But we'll get to TNA later as well. So, anyway, Raw started off with Drew McIntyre engaged in a war of words with the CM Punk guy. Like I just said it like that. But with my man CM Punk, as McIntyre declared for the Royal Rumble, Punk made it clear that no one is going to stop him from winning the Royal Rumble. So that was like a pretty long lengthy, like, segment there to where they were, like, going back and forth and all that. It was all right. It was good. It was a good spot, of course. We had Tommaso Ciampa defeating Finn Balor. That was a good match. Phenomenal. I just, anytime I get to see Finn Balor or Tommaso Ciampa in any way, form, or fashion, like, I can't get enough of it. I love Tommaso Ciampa ever since he was the Sicilian Psycho over there in Ring of Honor. And then, of course, Finn Balor when he was Prince Devitt in New Japan Pro Wrestling and all that, doing the Bullet Club and all that. So, of course, I'm down to see any of their matches. But this was a good match for a Raw match. It was good. It was great. I mean, if you were watching Raw this night, you got a good one. After Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano took out the interfering Damian Priest, Johnny Wrestling grabbed Balor's feet as he was suplexing his opponents back into the ring. This helped Ciampa fall onto the Judgment Day Star and pick up the 1-2-3. We had Kofi Kingston versus Ludwig Kaiser. Ended in a double count out. So anytime it's a double count out, I'd be like, the match was solid, but the count out, and then the whole thing is just not, it's not up my alley. I don't really care for that. But the only reason I do care about it is it's keeping both guys strong, and neither one looks weak in this sense. I mean, if anybody looks weak, it's both of them because they both lost and they both won. You know what I'm saying? So it's not really like, it's not as bad as actually getting a pinfall. So that's probably to build these two for something later, so they keep them, relevant and keeping them whatever on top, whatnot. Great match, like I said, it was solid, but lacking at the end with that. But I see what they're going with that, so it's not that bad. So it's always going to be like, double count out. No one likes that, but you have to understand wrestling and why it's there to understand it and appreciate it, I guess. We had Nia Jax vowed to win the Royal Rumble and challenge a women's world champion, Rhea Ripley. And I'm just sitting here like, what the? All right, let's go, Nia Jax. Let's go. So that was a back and forth thing. And so I don't know. It's like Nia Jax comes back. She beefs with Becky Lynch and Rhea Ripley, which are the two top notch in the business, which is, I guess, hats off to freaking Nia Jax for doing that, I guess. But otherwise, Carter and Chance, so Caden Carter and Katana Chance, winning against Chelsea Green and Piper Niven in the title match, women's tag team title match. Like and subscribe, take a shot, take a hit every time I mess up. Get it in real quick. Oh, man. So, great match for that, too, as well. Just Caden and Katana are just looking really good right now. I mean, I'm glad they brought them up. And I felt like in the beginning it was like a little bit early because they got people in there that are still there from a long time ago. That there's people that are coming for a cup of coffee and already at the main stage before some people. It's just good to see that there's sometimes making a good decision, and it's kind of a good decision now that it's playing out. It's a good decision for him. R-Truth explained the love he shares with the Judgment Day. This segment was so fucking dumb and just so weird and funny and just, I don't know, man. It's like R-Truth, the only person to get away with making a mockery out of something. But funny segment, just funny. We had The Miz beating JD McDonough. Solid match. He did the it kicks and all that, and it was just a good match overall. So, in the final moments of JD McDonough's match against The Miz, McDonough was distracted by R-Truth at ringside. This allowed the A-lister to take out JD and Dirty Dom before hitting the skull-crushing finale on his opponent. So that was cool. Cool moment there. Jinder Mahal claimed to be disrespected and picked a fight with the champ, Seth Franklin Rollins. No, I'm just playing. Seth fucking Rollins. And so I'm kind of like ill about this one. I'm like, I don't know about this. I mean, Jinder Mahal looks great and all that stuff, but I mean, him just to get a title shot right away. He's lost every match, like Tony Khan said. He's lost every match in the WWE for like, I don't even know how long, but 2 years now or something, it feels like. But everybody wants to bitch about Hook being Hook and Orange Cassidy keeping a reign, or getting a title shot is what they were talking about. Is Hook is getting a title shot against Samoa Joe, and everybody's like, "Oh, why is he getting it? He don't deserve it." The fuck, he's undefeated for I don't know how long. Hook and Orange Cassidy deserve world title shots. They're the most over. Danhausen does too. I mean, like, there's so many people that deserve title shot that WWE wouldn't give, but yet they've made the company more money than you can count in one sitting. Come on now. See, a lot of people get screwed because of their like with Bray Wyatt. Well, at least they put the title on him. See there? If they would have never put the title on him, he would have just been another guy just like that. Somebody else that's just put it on the show to make somebody, to be entertaining, not even care about creating it into a real gimmick. They could have done that, but they didn't. But I'm just saying. So, damn, it's only 10 minutes. I'm trying to make these short as possible, not too long, but not too short either. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to run through the cards, but we do have, like, NXT to talk about. We have Dynamite, RVW, probably Ring of Honor, Collision, Rampage, SmackDown. We got all that to talk about and more. So, that was a good segment, too, with the Jinder Mahal and Seth Rollins, because, like, the Seth Rollins, that super kick was nice. Avar beating Otis. That's a match right there. Two big guys going at it. Just phenomenal, right? I think. Anyway. So if I was to do, like, review everything within, like, 10 minutes, it's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. I mean, that's a long time anyway. So, anyway, so we had, that was a Clash of Titans. That's what you're going to get. Chaotic Clash of Titans, Big match. Cody Rhodes and Shinsuke Nakamura in a street fight, people. A street fight. Okay, so like and subscribe for this match like and subscribe regardless, because Shinsuke and Cody Rhodes, alright? You can donate $1 or $2 if you want to my Cash App. It's always in the thumbnail. It's always there in the thumbnail. It's, all caps JFK, and then ILLH is all lowercase, but yeah. So you can send me $1, you can send me $2, whatever. But anyway, so excuse me about that. Anyway, so I'm hoping that this gets over, and people actually are enjoying the Sunday pods, because the Sunday pods is going to be me talking about everything that happened in that week. We're not going to have Joe Coolum this week. He's been so busy and everything like that. I haven't had the time to chop it up with him. He hasn't had a chance to watch Raw. So this week I'm solo. That's fine. I'm cool with that. But we're going to be bringing these guys on for doing the old school. They're really intrigued about doing old school reviews and watching old school stuff together and reviewing them. But anyway, so like Cody Rhodes defeating Shinsuke Nakamura in a street fight match. This match was freaking great. After weeks of jarring mind games, the American Nightmare finally gets his highly anticipated rematch in a street fight against the ruthless Shinsuke Nakamura. Catch the WWE action on the Peacocker. Yeah, it was a brutal. It was brutal. You had the Kinshasa, you had the barricade. You had kendo sticks, nunchucks, steel ring steps, steel chairs, and even Nakamura's misdirected mist into the face of the ring announcer. I mean, it was just a phenomenal shit. Nakamura lined up his finish on Rhodes with the Kinshasa into a waiting table. At the last second, however, the Nightmare used his adversary's momentum against him by sending Nakamura crashing through a table. He then hit the crossroads to emerge triumphant and place himself on the path to Royal match. So that was the main event of Raw, and I'm just like, just watching Raw this Monday night was just crazy. I watched it, and then kind of like fell asleep because I was so tired. But I rewatched it, of course, so I got to see some things twice. That's what I'm saying. Like, it was a good match. I mean, a good show, I meant. Not match, but okay. So Raw was a good show. Great show. Now, we're going to go into NXT next. Okay, so we are back, and we are going to be talking about WWE NXT results from January 9th, 2024. This was a stacked card. Just just for the NXT thing alone was stacked. But let me get back. I was gonna say something like Raw was just this week's Raw was just like I guess it's every year. It's like right before the Royal Rumble, like shit just starts getting just even better than it was, any other time. Like it's just crazy how just the shows get bigger and all that stuff. But I don't know. This week there there's some matches that I don't know. It just was a big show. It doesn't even matter if it was at 1 or 2 matches or whatever. But NXT from this week, it started off like with Blair. Like and subscribe. It started off with Blair Davenport versus Nikita Lyons. Okay, so for me, the wrestling match, I'm high on both of these guys, both these women, because they're just both talented as all get out and just tough, hard hitting, and all that. So I'm just sitting here like, how are they going to do this? How are they going to, is someone actually going to pin? Or are they going to do a double count out? Whatever. But they didn't do a double count out. Blair Davenport literally beat Nikita Lyons, which is the best move there. It's the best move there. I see it. But that's the best move there, because just Blair Davenport's on a roll right now. In NXT. You know what I'm saying? So I just think, they're both phenomenal, but I want to see Blair Davenport on WWE Raw at some point. So just like phenomenal match. We have Braun Breaker and Baron Corbin defeating, who did they fight? It doesn't say here. Never mind. They faced Gallus. I didn't see that. They faced Gallus, which is Mark Coffey and Wolfgang. And that match was good. Okay, so the match was really, just like, you never thought Braun Breaker and Baron Corbin, we needed this, but we needed this. And so the ending of the match was, simply put, like, if it was done anywhere else, they would have beef. They would not see each other's point to that shit. They would, one of them would be mad because the other one, see, this is what happened. Baron Corbin tagged himself in right before Braun was going to hit him with his finisher. Tagged himself in. He hits the guy with his finisher and then wins the match or whatever. However they did it, because when he went to hit him, he needed Braun to be ready to take out the other guy. So Braun speared the other guy while Baron Corbin was dropping him with his finisher, and then pinned him, and it was over. So that ending, most tag teams like that would have been like, no, that's not happening. I'm not doing this. This is not working out for me, brother. But it did. It actually did. It worked out. So, and you would have thought, like I said, you would have thought it would not have worked out. Otherwise, somebody would have been mad at somebody. You know what I'm saying? It's Josh Briggs versus somebody. What is Josh Briggs versus Noam Dar? Yeah, it was Noam Dar. Faced him. So that match was like Noam Dar. But Josh Briggs beat him. It wasn't Noam Dar then. Or was it Noam Dar? No, it was Mensa. It was Oro Mensa. Okay. Josh Briggs beat Oro Mensa. I don't know, for some reason it's just saying Josh Briggs defeated blah, blah, blah. And it's nobody there. Anyway, so we had NXT Tag Team Championships was on the line. That was the family, which is Tony D'Angelo and Stacks versus OTM, Out the Mud, with Scripps. I like Out the Mud. I think they're a good tag team. I think they should do something big with them later, and they're trying to right now because they ended up getting Jakar Jackson with them, or they're talking business with Jakar Jackson now. It was a good match. The family won the tag team title. They retained them. Or whatever. Cora Jade, she faced Gigi Dolan, right? Yeah, she faced Gigi Dolan, and that was a great match as well, because, I just like Gigi Dolan. Gigi Dolan is, one of my favorites of all time. She was Priscilla Kelly back in the day. She dated Darby Allin, or either was married to him, one or the other. And just been watching her for a long time. I've seen her come up and all that stuff. So, really enjoy Gigi Dolan, but she lost. Cora Jade's on this whole I'm AJ Lee and Paige put together, and CM Punk sprinkled in there, and I'm just going to beat everybody's ass. So, I like it. We had Axiom and Nathan Frazier they beat Tank and Hank, or Tank Ledger and Hank. What the freak's his last name? Hank Hill. No, I'll say Hank and Tank. But Axiom and Nathan Frazier is the team. Them and Braun Breaker and Corbin are the ones I'm looking for to win, or making it to the end where they fight each other, and that's that makes whoever wins the Dusty Classic. Because I forgot to mention. Sorry, I forgot to mention this, but the tag team matches going on. Breaker and Corbin, Frazier and Axiom, they're for the Dusty Classic. I'm sorry I didn't mention that, but it's Dusty Classic this week started. I'm sorry about that. Rest in peace, Dusty Rhodes. You're the man. We got the wine and dine on pork and beans, baby. We got that Cody Rhodes, baby. We got that Cody Rhodes, baby. We got that gold dust and Rhodes, baby. With Dustin Rhodes. Anyway, so Axiom and Nathan Frazier won, and that's my team to win it all, unless it's Braun Breaker and Corbin. Great, phenomenal match. The match was pretty high flying for them, and it was a pretty good match. NXT North American Champion Dragon Lee defeated. Now, this was crazy because it was versing Alexis King, which is Brian Pillman Jr., and so it was Dragon Lee versus him. Well, Dragon Lee wins. He beats Brian Pillman Jr. straight up because he was cashing in his whatchamajig on it. Something. He had the rights to it. But this is the main event, guys. And then the next thing you know, you hear music. And you're like, oh shit, that's Oba Femi. The fuck? Oba Femi. Someone who has just started. I haven't seen much of him in a long time. And he just comes out of nowhere really again. Well, I mean, he's been there. But what I'm saying is the breakout star. And so he cashes in to become the new NXT North American Champion. He cashed in his breakout star contract to get the title. It kind of works like the Money in the Bank. And he's the North American Champion. So Oba Femi is the North American Champion. We had great fucking Dusty Tag Team Classic matches started off. Of course it's, big teams going up against teams that are they're legit teams, but they're, of course they're not going to be beating them. So the jobber guys of it, or whatever you want to call it, because not every loser in a match is a jobber. It depends on how the match is booked and how the match is created and how it's put out is whether or not it's jobber. And these matches were not job matches at all. They were, like I said, they're Dusty Rhodes Classics, so they're not job matches. But anyway, so Oba Femi, congratulations, hats off to that. Wasn't expecting that. I guess they had to take Dragon Lee's belt off of him because Dragon Lee is in WWE, SmackDown, or Raw, or wherever he's at. So it's kind of like they have to take the belt off of him somehow. Other than what they did with my boy Solo Sikoa, they just took the belt from him. But other than that, so that was NXT, folks. Man, NXT was jammed freaking packed with the beginning of the Dusty Classic and with the tag team title matches. I mean, title matches, people. Title matches. NXT North American Championship was on the line. NXT Tag Team Championship was on the line. And I guarantee that maybe if Dragunov was okay, if Dragunov was okay and not hurt right now, there probably would have been an NXT Championship match against freaking whatever, what's his name? Freaking, yeah, the guy that just hurt him. Damn, I don't know why I'm blanking on his name. I am good with wrestling names, and I'm just blanking right now. Ridge Holland, damn it. Anyway, we will be getting back with you with the next thing up on the agenda. We done talked about Raw, talked about NXT, phenomenal matches. Phenomenal matches. I did it again. Take a hit, take a shot. Phenomenal shows to start off the week. We're going into Royal Rumble, like I said. It's coming up at some point, 2 weeks or something like that. So, big things, little things stopping, big things popping. Now we're going to go into AEW Dynamite, which was a fantastic show. Okay, so we're back. A day ago, I just sitting here watching YouTube wrestling on YouTube, and there was Mustafa Ali from WWE debuted in APC Catch Wrestling against Angle Blanca or something. I don't know. Look it up on YouTube. You can look it up on the channel. It's called APC Catch, all caps. It was a day ago. It's got 10,000 views on it. Mustafa Ali. So, great match or whatever. But like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just that's something else that happened this week. I wanted to throw that in there. Mustafa Ali debuting. Dolph Ziggler is he's in New Japan Pro right now. He debuted the other night. He has this little feature on there. If you go to YouTube, Nick Nemeth, okay, Nic Nemeth, Nemeth, Nemeth. Look that channel up, and he's got it out there. It's called Wanted Man. It's a dope video that he's got out, like pretty much promoting himself. So we've got that. So Dolph Ziggler, big deal. Mustafa Ali doing some things. You know, all these guys doing things that you know, they're getting fired from WWE, but he's got a whole presentation, a whole beautiful presentation video, and it looks just beautiful. But anyway, so that's some big deals, you know, coming in the wrestling. Like, I don't know what else there is other than that, with big wrestlers, like famous wrestlers debuting places. But I think this is like Japanese wrestling as well, because the commentary is foreign. I can't understand them. Or maybe it's foreign. You know, because I don't know, man. It's just some big things happening this year. But anyway, so we're talking about AEW Dynamite Homecoming. Had a special name, had a special ring setup, like a arena setup, like the whole arena was set up differently. Beautiful setup. I'm trying to download that on the game. Definitely trying to get that. But yeah, tonight's episode on AEW, fuck nuts. Take a hit, take a shot. Homecoming from the Daily's place in Jacksonville, Florida. So we're going back to where it all began back in the beginning of AEW. And what better place to go and have it in Daly Place, Jacksonville, Florida. You know, where the Jacksonville Jaguars play the games and shit. I'm gonna have to get this arena too for APC. I can't remember what it's called, like something catch. I don't know, but Tony Schiavone, we had Taz on the broadcast scene. But yeah, so in Excalibur, I don't even know why I missed that name. And then Excalibur out there, man. Let me talk to you. I'm a little high. I'm a little toasty. I went and smoked the bowl in between the Raw and NXT. I'm just sitting here on a Thursday. I should be working or whatnot, but I didn't have work today, so I'm just sitting here, you know, hoping if I can get a ride in to have fun tonight. If anybody's having fun tonight, I don't know. There's a friend of mine's in the hospital. We don't know what's going on with her, and so we're sending our best wishes and prayers, or whatever you want to send her way. Positive energy towards her way. Hope you get better. Anyway, it's Wednesday night, and you know what that means. Well, it's actually Thursday, and it's usually, you know what that means. It's Tokyo Grill and getting drunk stupor at our friend's house afterwards, singing some karaoke. You know, not Ali. Mustafa Ali needed to damn tighten up his pecs. He was a jiggling over there like he got boobies and stuff. But anyway, so we started this whole night off with Claudio Castagnoli versus Hangman Adam Page. What a banger. What a banger. What a banger of a match. Smoking on this cherry dragon fruit elf bar. I need to get into town to get me one. Another one. Anyway, so we had this great match here. Blackpool Combat Club member versus the Hangman. The Hangman from Ayers Creek, Virginia. He's actually friends of a friend of mine. Me and my friend Court Montgomery is actually friends with Adam Page. They work together in some indie companies for Pure Pro Wrestling. Actually, Hangman Page worked. He did some matches for Jimmy Love when he was younger. So, of course, my friend Court knows him. That's pretty cool that he does. Anyway, we're trying to get Court Montgomery on the interview segment, or interview show coming up, and we're trying to get a couple other people. I don't want to name drop anybody else, but we're trying to get Court since I was talking about him. But we had a great banger of a match. I mean, there was so many big-ass moves happening, and we had Death Valley drivers, we had freaking giant swing, sharpshooter, cross faces. We had everything, man. Forearms, double stomps. I mean, barricade spots. I mean, we had it all in this. I mean, this was a banger. We had chants in the crowd just screaming AEW, AEW. So, to start off the second week of the new year, might I add, second week of the new year with Homecoming, we already have a banger of a match for AEW Dynamite. You know, Jim Cornette might have his own different opinion on it, but for some of the reality of it, this is a big match. Like, he doesn't understand. Some people don't understand AEW, but if you think about it, I don't either. But I get most of what they're throwing down. Some of it, it gets over your head maybe, or something like that. I don't know, but and I can understand people's opinion on it. But this was a banger, man. Some DDTs on the floor, moonsaulted off the concrete wall. That was the crazy thing. Hangman, you the man, dude. Damn fucking moonsaulted off the damn concrete wall. They kept saying, was that always there? Taz was like confused because he didn't know that little stage area or whatever it was there on Dynamite was always there. He's like, was that always there? Wow, man. We had the Deadeye for 2 count. Buckshot lariats. I mean, it was jam-packed with shit. Great matches. Great match by both athletes. Outstanding. Could have gone either way, said Taz. 2 of the best AEW right here, said Tony Schiavone. A highlight package aired paying tribute to Brody Lee. This was the, what do you call it, a tearjerker moment, or the moment that would make you cry or make you feel. And they had, all these moments of like when he debuted all the way up until he stopped wrestling or whatever. And it was just a beautiful thing. It made me tear up, made me think about Bray Wyatt. You know what I'm saying? I was like thinking about Bray, and I was thinking about Brody. Like, oh my God, man, this is just, but great moment, because I want to remember these guys, We had an 8-man tag match in honor of the Exalted One, Mr. Brody Lee. AEW and the internet, because it was a great match, because we had, wasn't it like Edge? Yeah, it was, there we go. It was Orange Cassidy, Adam Copeland, Dustin Rhodes, and Preston Vance. You're thinking, that's a heel. Well, he's Brody's friend. Versus Lance Archer, Brian Cage, Bishop Kong, and Toa Liona, whatever. That match was phenomenal. And are you talking about paying homage to a man, or just in general, just a match that's dedicated to somebody? This was paying homage. This was this was good. This is like I said, it was just tearjerker. The part of the show that makes you want to cry, and not even really want to cry. You're just like, I don't know. But great match there, fucking phenomenal. The blackout from Archer with a DDT, Preston Vance. I mean, it was just an insane match. Great win for Preston Vance. Preston Vance winning and all that. It was great. Renee Paquette, there it is, was backstage with the Bullet Club Gold. Jay White said the Undisputed Kingdom are going after all the gold, but whatever, they can do that. Bullet Club Gold can do better. AEW World Trios champions, the Acclaimed and Daddy Ass, interrupted, and Acclaimed made an offer to combine forces being called the Bang Bang Scissor Gang, and I'm just like, Superfaction? I don't know about that. Not with my boys. Not with both my boys, because I don't like it. I like the name, Bang Bang Scissor Gang. That's cool and fucking all, but that doesn't mean we have to do it. The AEW World Champion Samoa Joe came out to the ring, and he came out there and talking. A bunch of people came out there interrupting him. Swerve came out there talking about he needs a title shot. Hangman, all this. Hook came out there, so Hook's getting a title shot. So Samoa Joe was alone in the ring when Fuck the World Champion Hook's music hit. Hook entered the ring, and he said Joe, and he and Joe stared at each other. Hook pointed at Joe's title and said, 1 week. Whoa, 1 week, said Tony Schiavone. Well, Samoa Joe is a marked man, replied Excalibur. I'm like, wow, they're going to give a title shot to Hook. This is something that you wouldn't do. Give something like this to freaking Dominic Mysterio, would he? Renee Paquette was backstage with AEW's women's champion, Timeless Toni Storm, Mariah May, and Luther the Butler, which is the crazy Luther back in the beginning of the, AEW. But anyway, that was a good segment too. I love Toni Storm's like acting and all that stuff. Mariah May being a bother and all that, and then Luther being funny as he is. Just great, man. Not a great match, but a great segment. I mean, we had AEW World Tag Team Champion Absolute Ricky Starks versus Sammy Guevara, the Spanish guy. Great fucking match there. That match was pretty deep. That was a good match. It was a high-flying little shit, man. It was good. But yeah, Sammy beat him, which was good. Chris Jericho ran to the ring and rocked Big Bill with a code breaker. Ricky and Sammy continued to brawl. But it was good because Big Bill come out there, Big Cass, he come out there and blindsided Sammy and Starks. All that was distracted and all that stuff. But they're building it up for the Saturday, which is Collision, guys. So, there will be no rules this Saturday night. A huge street fight at Battle of the Belts, said Excalibur. 8 women tag match in honor of the Exalted One, Brody Lee, Anna Jay, Chris Statlander, Thunder Rose, and Willow Nightingale versus the Julia, Sky Blue, Ruby Soho, and Saraya. That match right there was fucking great. I loved it. Fucking great. Wasn't it? I think it was, I can't remember who actually got the win of that, but, like, off my head, I'm trying to remember. It'll tell me right here, but victory because Sky Blue was in the first. Oh yeah, that's right. I was gonna say Anna Jay got it. She put Sky Blue into the. I think they should call her Sky Black, but or Dark Skies or something like that. But put her into Queen Slayer submission move, choked her out. So that was a good moment. We had Ring of Honor Pure Champion Wheeler Yuta had words Freddie Kingston. Alright? It was some words, bro. It's some words, dog. Just think about it. It was words. Roderick Strong with the Undisputed Kingdom versus Bounty Hunter Brian Keith. Boy, Brian Keith, I'm jacked, man. Brian Keith is phenomenal, dude. Just phenomenal. I want him to tag out with Adam Page. Alright? And they do cowboy shit. You know what I'm saying? They do cowboy shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what the name should be called. Maybe they outlaw cowboy shit. I don't know. But tag them up. Let's have it happen. We need that. That match was a phenomenal match as well. Roderick Strong won, I believe. Yeah. So, that was great. We had some shit happen after that. I thought they talked or something before the match or after the match or something. At some point. Renee was backstage with virtuosis Diana Perazzo. And they had a good convo. When Red Velvet came back there trying to challenge her. So we're going to stir it up. And Deonna Purrazzo is going to win. She's good. Okay? So far, right here, all the way up here, we're getting ready to get into the main event. But from the start to right here, it's just been a phenomenal night. It's been in honor of Brody Lee. It's the homecoming for AEW. Like and subscribe for AEW. Hit that notification bell. And all that. Comment. But anyway, so right here, we got the main event time. It's Tornado Tag match. Darby Allin and Sting versus the Don Callis family. Konosuke, Takeshita, and Powerhouse Hobbs. And this match was fucking crazy. I want to sit there and put that on repeat. This is fucking crazy. You had a 60-some-year-old man out there duking it out, doing some hardcore shit, right? Wrestling out in the fucking audience and stuff, or back, you know, not in the ring and stuff a lot of the time. It was crazy. Just a crazy match. Phenomenal. If you haven't seen this match, it's on demand. It's good. Go watch this week's Dynamite. It was fucking amazing. Young Bucks music hit after Darby won. Darby dared the Bucks to get in the ring. Sting has taken all this in. The plot continues to thicken. The Young Bucks essentially calling out Sting and Darby for Revolution. I don't know if I want that. Okay, so catch AEW Dynamite on TBS next Wednesday live at 8 o'clock, 7 Central, from the North Charleston Coliseum in North Charleston, South Carolina. This Friday, tune into AEW Rampage Homecoming at 10 p.m. Oh, you'll hear this next week, but y'all need to watch those shows. But anyway, those are the times of the shows coming on and stuff. Special programming and all that stuff. We have Battle of the Belts and all that stuff this Saturday. So, y'all be hearing about that in this pod. So, stay tuned and whatever. But yeah, great homecoming for AEW, man. Great homecoming. I talked for a good dang minute on AEW homecoming, but like I said, fucking phenomenal. Let's move on to TNA Impact. Oh yeah, and before we get to talking about TNA, Sanity, the old group Sanity, Alexander Wolf and what was his name? Killian Dane. They're back together with Eric Young doing Sanity again. So I wonder if Nikki will join that. But anyway, so this Mustafa Ali match is really good in APC catch. Anyway, so might chop in some little bit of here and there's before going into TNA, Indies, stuff like that happened this week. We don't know yet. Okay, so update on the TNA. It's Ring of Honor and TNA on Thursdays. So we will be talking about TNA and Ring of Honor in that segment. So it'll be TNA and then Ring of Honor or whatever. So be looking forward to that. We're gonna be taking a long break until that because it comes on at 7. And I'm just gonna go ahead and stop this recording, homie G. Like and subscribe, dog. So I said we was gonna talk about TNA this week, but TNA I don't know why I didn't realize this, but TNA is literally starting at this Saturday at TNA Hard to Kill. But y'all will be hearing this like Sunday or whatever. But so I guess I'll be putting out predictions for that maybe. But y'all probably already seen that. But sorry about that. But putting out a short though, so you'll already see that too. But anyway, so this week on TNA they're just showing the greatest matches of this year again, or last year, the greatest matches of Impact, whatever, of the last couple of years or whatever. So they're showing Hard to Kill match right now with Jordan Grace and Tasha Steele and all that. And so I'm checking this out, watch a little bit of this, whatever. Definitely gonna be wanting to talk about Ring of Honor. Gonna try to find it and watch it, and whatever. I'll at least talk about Ring of Honor, but sorry about that. TNA again is like I said, just the best of, and it's fun, and I'm good with that because they're getting the fans ready, and they get away with stuff like this all the time. They're known to do this. They're known to do a show like this so their people can get time with their friends, time with their family, holidays, and all that. But anyway, if you haven't checked it out already, go to Lick My Plate Gaming. I put out a it's a 2-hour full TNA show over there where I took and booked my own matches and put a show out, and so y'all can go check that out. It's basically I had totally forgot, but it's basically, hey, you didn't get TNA tonight, I'm giving you TNA tonight until Saturday. That'll be out, of course. That'll be out forever now, but y'all be just be looking out for it, or just go look for it and Lick My Plate Gaming. Go subscribe. I'm doing a bunch of full shows and stuff, pay-per-views, shows and stuff like that. So y'all check that out. But anyway, so we're gonna be talking about Ring of Honor soon. But yeah, I can't wait for TNA. Oh yeah, I forget the New Japan comes on too on Access. I'm gonna start having to record that and talk about New Japan too as well. New Japan comes on at 10 tonight, so I might check that out and talk about it, or talk about whatever we watch, whatever we get to see on the TV, and stuff like that, and talk about Ring of Honor and stuff like that. Like and subscribe as always. Thanks for tuning in and chiming in and chiming in and commenting in. A little bit of liming in. So I'm watching Ring of Honor, and the first match on Ring of Honor this week is Nyla Rose versus, I knew I was going to forget it, something Lion. I knew I was going to forget it. I knew I was going to forget it all. But anyway, so it's Nyla Rose versus Leah Lyons, I think. Hold on a minute. Anyway, forget everything I said. Okay, so anyway, in a wrestling match, Zach Knight secured a victory by pinning John Cruz. Tony Nese also managed to pin Marcus Cross to secure his win. Ring of Honor TV champion Kyle Fletcher emerged victorious over Angelico. The Righteous achieved a triumphant victory over the Dawsons in their match. The Dawson brothers? What? Hell yeah, boy. Anyway, I'm just getting hyped just by reading this shit. But anyway, Shane Taylor and Lee Moriarty claimed victory over the Infantry in a best-of-3 falls bout. Cole Carter used a roll-up and hook of the tights to pin Serpentico, which is John Cruz. With Maria and Griff Garrison coming out to distract him, they proceeded to work over Serpentico until Angelico rushed to the ring to make the save. In a fatal 4-way match, we had Queen Aminata emerged as the winner, defeating Lady Frost, Diamante, and Trish Adora, with Frost falling victim to the top rope double stomp. Taya Valkyrie secured her win by defeating Robin Renegade. Leela Hirsch and Rachel Ellering teamed up to defeat Emily Hale and Brittany Jade, with Abaddon making an appearance to watch them after their victory. Blake Christian emerged as the victor in a 4-corner survival match, besting Slim J, Jack Cartwheel, and Gravity. The Iron Savages secure a win against the Boys. Christopher Daniels emerged triumphant in his match against Lee Johnson. What are your thoughts on the outcomes of the matches in the Ring of Honor in Charlotte, North Carolina, was where they were there at? Tony Khan is doing some good stuff over there. I think Ring of Honor this week was good, But yeah, anyway, so like Ring of Honor, that's Ring of Honor right there. And I guess the only thing we have left to talk about for this week, unless we're talking about some other random stuff, probably will be talking about some random wrestling stuff that happened this week. like Hog, House of Glory, their show and stuff. We're going to look that up. We're going to get the results for that. Collision is Saturday, so I've got to wait to record about that. But all that, and yeah, so yeah, like and subscribe like always. There's your in detail, well, your up to on TNA and Ring of Honor. So we'll be back shortly after these messages brought to your boys. All right, so January 6th was House of Glory's wrestling show, Brace for Impact, and it was a great card. So we had Encore defeating Jay Bougie, fatal 4-way match with Joey Silver defeating Dayron Richardson with Jay Amar, and wait a minute. I guess it's Joey Silver defeating him and Jay Amarni and Casey Navarre. LPW heavyweight title match. Idris Jackson with Dr. Hillary P. Wisdom champion defeating Raheem Royal to retain the title. We had the House of Glory cruiserweight title match. Nolo Kitano with Anaki, number 1, and number 2. Defeating Gringo Loco to retain the title. House of Glory Crown Jewel title match. Carlos Ramirez defeating Cruel. How did he beat Cruel? Couture defeating Diamond Virago. House of Glory tag team title match. The main event, Jay Lyon and Midas Black versus ABC, Ice Austin and Chris Bay. Ends in a time limit draw, resulting in main event retaining your titles. Hog heavyweight title match, Mike Santana champion defeating Josh Alexander to retain. So Mike Santana is Santana from AEW. They have Black Rouge on the match picture, but he's not. It didn't even say that he was even on here. But that seemed pretty good. But I watched some of it. So I'm not really talking about the matches. I'm just letting y'all know that there is House of Glory going on, and House of Glory Brace for Impact is on YouTube. Go check it out. You might actually like it because it's got people from TNA and all that as well, and Mustafa Ali and all that. And check out Deadlock Pro and all them other companies like that. But I guess that might be it for the Ring of Honor, TNA, House of Glory, and all the other stuff that I'm trying to think of to talk about or whatever from what's happened this year. We Tommy Dreamer versus Crazy Steve. Damn right. We got the countdown to Hard to Kill for Saturday, which is you'll know that. But anyway, I guess we'll check you in the next. We'll check you in a minute with the Collision. Well, not Collision, with SmackDown. And Rampage is next on the agenda. Collision is Saturday. But tomorrow we're talking about, Rampage and SmackDown. And welcome to
the high as fuck part of the weekly review of WWE, AEW, NXT, TNA,
and every other thing.
And every other thing that's popping, stopping, little things popping, big things stopping. Wrestling podcast high as fuck edition section. Yeah.
And I know we're probably 40 minutes in, maybe. But we're here. We're doing some shit.
Like, comment, subscribe. Hit that notification bell.
Well, damn right.
What you want us to talk
right
about.
Now, actually, go hit that bell right now. Oh, we just went and seen Kyle Foster music.
Kyle Foster music.
At the YouTube.
And our boy Kyle Cage Foster.
Yeah, which does the music for Kyle Foster music. We went and saw him live tonight. It was a great show, obviously, because he's just a great artist in general with what he does. You know, fucking fantastic. Trying to get him on more of these shows, but we're going to talk SmackDown to y'all right now because y'all have already heard me talk about Raw. You've heard me talk about all that. But we've got Joe Cool on for a little bit.
I'm here.
We got him on for a little bit, so don't get too, clingy to it because we're going to get it. We're going to get it in, right?
Don't get
Snack
it twisted.
man, don't get it twisted. We're getting into like Twisted Tea. January 12th, 2024. The Bloodline attacked Cameron Grimes and hijacked SmackDown.
Wow.
Yeah.
The Bloodline
Yeah.
attacked Cameron.
Bloodline's back again.
And hijacked SmackDown.
Well, see, the thing is, they damn attacked Cameron Grimes, which is my boy. I met him before he got on WWE TV. I met him as Trevor Lee.
What are they doing?
I don't know exactly what they're doing with this. This is crazy. But we had, like, fucking Nick Aldis come out there in a suit, tie and all that shit. It's crazy. I mean, like, so Solo and Jimmy Uso attacked Cameron Grimes, allowing Paul Heyman to stage a protest on behalf of Roman Reigns.
Paul Heyman staged a protest.
Yeah.
On behalf of Roman Reigns. Roxy, get down.
So we have, led by Paul Heyman, Solo Sikoa, Jimmy Uso unleashed a brutal assault on Cameron Grimes, forcing his match with Grayson Waller to be called off.
So they fucked him over.
Yeah.
They fucked him out of a thing.
Heyman demanded Nick Aldis to change Roman Reigns' match at Royal Rumble, but Aldis instead forced the Bloodline to compete in the main event of Raw, I guess. I mean, of SmackDown, I guess. Of SmackDown.
Friday Night SmackDown.
But the first match we come into is Angel
Garza.
Yeah, that good job. Angel Garza and Humberto Carrillo.
Oh, Humberto Carrillo.
Carrillo. It kind of that.
Wasn't Humberto?
It was Alberto.
Sin
It was Alberto Del Rio. I think you're thinking about.
Wasn't
No.
Humberto a Sin Cara?
No, Sin Cara is Mystico.
There were a bunch of them though.
No, the real Sin Cara is Mystico.
I know, but there
Like
were a
the
bunch
real
of masked
one.
men that played Sin Cara.
Oh, of course, it was Unico. That was it. Maybe.
I think there was Humberto.
It was Unico, because Unico was the not real Sin Cara. It was a storyline where something about the real Sin Cara. I'm not trying to get on that right now, but there was a story about the Sin Cara, and then Unico took over and was Dark Sin Cara and all that stuff. But no, see, Angel and Humberto Carrillo, they defeated Cruz del Toro and Joaquin Wilde. Which Joaquin Wilde, you know who those guys are. They're part of Escobar.
LWO.
Yes. Escobar. Anyway, the LWO is still reeling from Escobar's brutal betrayal. And now they must deal with the added threat of Angel and Humberto. Escobar's newest teammates sent a message by defeating Joaquin Wilde and Cruz del Toro.
Sounds like they're going hard on SmackDown right now.
Yeah, and as the superstars battled inside the ring, Carlito appeared and attacked Escobar. You have Carlito, attacking Escobar. And, you have the Escobar thing. Then you have, but led into more problems for Wilde and Del Toro. In the chaos, Garza rolled up
wild and grab the ropes for the leverage in order to secure the pinfall victory. And you're thinking that's it's crazy what you're hearing anyway from from what we're telling you. Like, if you go and watch it, it's even crazier, I would think, right? But what happened with LWO? That's pretty crazy, because we got like Rey Mysterio, we have like there's a whole lineage there with the Eddie Guerrero and Conan, and there's a lot of lineage with the LWO. You got Rey Mysterio, like I said, and you got Conan, and you got the LWO is a big...
Escobar turned on
Ray a long time ago, I know, but like what I was telling them was like LWO is a big deal in the wrestling community.
Yeah, but LWO is no more, dude. Escobar is separate, dude.
Yeah, I know it is, but I see Escobar should have been brought in, and like he was brought in separate from that shit, and then they created within that shit and said, okay, he's worthy. Rey Mysterio said he's worthy of the whole LWO shit. And of course, you had to have Rey Mysterio's fucking approval on the shit. If you're doing LWO, Eddie Guerrero is dead, dude. Eddie Guerrero is dead. How many other people are you got that say okay on it? Who else you got? Conan? Yeah, he's alive. He also harassed me. I'm just playing. Let's say nothing about that in this year, but we just did.
That was New Year's resolution, dude.
Yeah, well, I broke it. I broke it. It was funny, though. So I didn't actually technically break it. Conan, we were talking about the LWO, right? See? I didn't break it. I didn't break it. I didn't break it. I didn't break my resolution, okay? Just because I said Conan harassed me.
That's the second time you broke it.
It's not the second time. I'm explaining it at this point.
You've
all right.
broken it twice.
I've broken it twice. And it's okay, guys. It's okay. I will always continuously break one of my resolutions, because it's not that much important than the real one I have. And that's to where the Formatt Podcast and the Highest Fuck Podcast and everything that's associated with that is going to grow 10 times fold this year. And my music, well, it's the year of Lord Atheist.
Lord Atheist.
It's the year of Lord Atheist. It's the year. Yeah, it's the year of that shit. It's the year of us. So, motherfucking cool. I'm going to have a whole song like called Joe Cool. So thanks for that little creepy little clip you gave me there. Because you gave me a little clip into the reality of what I can actually do. I can do a whole Joe Cool song. I'm going to do it. It's going to be called Joe Cool, Killing, Willing, and Nilling. Joe Cool, Killing, Willing, and Nilling is the song title. I want to see Kid Rock. No, my lyrics are going to be like, I want to see Kid Rock alive and not when I'm dead. I want to see Kid Rock when I'm alive, not when I'm dead. I want to see Kid Rock when I'm alive, not when I'm dead. Because you can be seeing him when you dead. You ain't seeing Kid Rock. If you see Kid Rock live, I'm seeing Korn again. Those are hard bands to see. Okay, so we got off topic. But anyway, like and subject. Like and subject.
Subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Tell us what you want us to talk about. Follow us on the artist formerly known as Twitter.
Yep.
X.
It's X now. It's all sex.
And follow us on TikTokies.
Yeah. Hi AF Pod.
And follow our friend.
No. Or is it WrestleMania 12?
Foster Moore.
Music. Yeah. Kyle Foster Music.
At Kyle Foster
YouTube.
Music. Kyle Cage Foster. What y'all doing?
Where y'all at?
You
gotta go subscribe.
Like, comment, subscribe. Hit that notification bell.
So this match was fucking fantastic. We had Bianca Belair.
Bianca, my baby girl.
Yeah, we got your girl. Bianca Belair defeated Bayley. So it's my girl versus
Yes. Good
your
job,
girl. Your girl
Bianca.
won. She won with them a whip. I don't know. I'm
She
saying
hit her
this
with her
whip. No, I'm saying this like whip moonsault thing she does in the middle of the ring.
Mm.
She's like standing moonsault.
Oh, yeah.
But her hair whips with her, so
Gosh.
it's beautiful. Her and her hair. Okay, so this is what I want to talk to you about. Carmelo Hayes. Okay.
Carmelo.
Okay, Carmelo.
Stepping up from
Never
NXT.
misses. Carmelo Hayes. He never
Beautiful.
misses, right? Austin Theory.
Ooh,
Match.
Austin.
101. 101.
Carmelo Hayes.
Yeah. And you said, ooh. I'm saying ooh, too, and I don't even like Austin Theory. I hate Austin Theory.
No,
I
but
detest
they're
him.
good. They're both good
No,
performers.
Austin Theory is an actual
They can
good
play
performer.
off of each other. Yes,
Oh,
they're both
see?
good performers.
Okay, you're going where I'm going, right? Well, the whole match was solid. I saw this match. Okay, I was watching it. Everything was going good. Everything was so smooth. Okay, so what I watched on YouTube was WWE uploaded this thing where it was like, or somebody did. I think it was WWE did. And it was like, they botched it, basically. They fucked the shit up, right? And I'm watching it, and I was like, oh, everything's beautiful. When is this botch gonna happen? When it happened, it happened. It was a fucking flipping rock bottom. What's it called again? Whatever. Spanish fly. God, I knew it was gonna come quick. Spanish fly, he down flips the Spanish fly. The flipping rock bottom is basically what it's called. Goes in with it. They both land on their head. Both of them, Austin Theory and Carmelo, land on their head. The referee did an X.
Oh shit.
Yeah. The referee did an X. And the X happened, and I already knew what had happened. I already knew it was going to happen. I already knew it would happen when they landed before the referee even realized when they did the X. Okay. That's intuitive thinking, right? Is that what I'm thinking?
Yeah.
Intuitive
That
thinking.
something had happened. Something
So,
bad
yeah.
had happened.
So I'm like, oh shit, this is crazy. This should be an X, right? And the referee pulls up the X. I'm like, wow, that was pretty late. And I mean, he had to make sure, and I understand that. You want to make sure. You don't want to be the idiot that calls up an X when there's no X. You don't want to be that guy. You really don't. I would think so. You wouldn't want to be that guy throwing up an X, and it's not an X. You know what I'm saying? Because it's false. And if you call the ambulance or the 911 and it's false, there's trouble. And Sid is fucking with that window. But if you call the ambulance on a false pretense, it's bad. So that's what I would think about this. That's what I would think. But whatever. I mean, it was a crazy fall. I mean, they landed on their heads. Okay, so one of their heads hit the other one's face.
Oh jeez.
Okay, so when they did the Spanish fly, their heads,
Not good.
yeah, it touched. They kissed each other
Oof.
in a bad way.
Yeah.
I would rather them be just kissing each other than this happening. I think they both would agree with this. They would rather be kissing with tongue than this happen. Okay? I'm just straight up with it. Because when you see what happened between Carmelo Hayes and Austin, and Carmelo Hayes is so virgin to Raw or SmackDown, whatever we're talking about, on that type of level, he's a virgin. Him getting smacked by another motherfucker's head on his head, he's done. He's done. And it was a crazy spot, and I hated it for both of them because, look, this match was the match for SmackDown.
Yeah.
This was the match.
Yeah.
And a botch had to happen like that.
Yeah.
That's the bad thing about
It's
it.
crazy that it was going so perfectly and they fucked up something so
It
badly.
was so easily done, too, because when Austin went up there, I saw his delivery. I saw his everything. It was perfect. I like the trash Austin Theory. We know this. It's fucking known fact. The man was on site.
He can wrestle.
I'm not going to lie. He was on site. It just didn't go. It was a fright. It wasn't a sight. It was a fright.
They didn't quite get the full rotation,
So
and so
after-
they smacked each other's heads.
After the smacking of the heads, like that, as you see it, it doesn't look as bad as you actually think about two heads hitting each other like that. Because when they landed, it was like face-to-face contact. It was fucking insane. After that, Randy Orton, LA Knight, and AJ Styles
What?
beat.
Randy Orton.
They
LA
beat.
Knight and AJ Styles.
They beat Jimmy Uso, Solo Sikoa.
Whoa,
Yeah.
dude.
In a handicap match. I had to stop at Solo because it's real. That's what it says. Solo Sikoa.
Jimmy Uso, Solo
It
Sikoa,
happened.
and Randy Orton.
Randy Orton, LA Knight, and AJ Styles, fighting just Solo and Jimmy.
Just Solo and Jimmy.
And I think Jimmy is the one that's married to Trinity. I think that's what I wrote down.
That's crazy.
But
AJ beat them, right? Or they beat them?
yeah.
The triple
Of course.
team win.
Let me say LA Randy, Jimmy
AJ won.
battle. Okay, no, it says up here. Yeah. Randy Orton, of course, and the LA Knight team and AJ Styles, they won, of course, because 3 against 2, I guess. But it's kind of like 3 against 1, because the 2 you got is just, well, you get the king of the streets, you got Solo Sikoa. They ain't playing his cards right. I'm telling you right now that they fucking my boy up.
Bloodline, dude.
They going to. They're going to have to because Roman's dealing with some shit.
I think he's sick again.
That is not the main event.
I think he's going to retire.
That is not all of SmackDown. That's not all of SmackDown. Okay. That's not all of it. That's weird. So, obviously, I think that was all of SmackDown. That was weird. Because when I looked at the results of it, it was not right. I mean, it was right, but just the matches.
It didn't seem long enough.
It didn't seem like there was enough matches. So, we'll just,
Short SmackDown.
we'll do this. Alright, so we got AEW Rampage. I just seen some Eddie Kingston up in this bitch. Yep.
Said you can't come outside.
Okay, so it is Rampage Homecoming, like they did with
Rampage Homecoming.
Yeah, just like they did with
Day 1.
Yeah, just like they did with like AEW's Dynamite.
I mean,
it was
WWE
Homecoming.
Day 1.
Yeah, it's kind of like that, but we have 2 shows. We had AEW Dynamite that did a Homecoming as well. So I think all the shows are doing Homecoming. I'm not sure, but we had AEW Rampage Homecoming. Let's see. We had first match that was on was Eddie Kingston versus Wheeler Useless.
Wheeler Uter.
Whatever I call him. Wheeler Uter.
Useless.
Wheeler Useless. Wheeler Uter. I listen to too much Jim Cornette.
Useless.
That is not the problem, though. I don't need medication.
Wheeler Uter.
I don't need medication for this Jim Cornette trip, okay? I'm pretty fine with... I'm pretty fine with the Jim Cornette thing.
Jim Cornette shrooms, dude.
Yeah, I guess so. I'm drinking that bloody Kool-Aid, bro. Like, but whatever. But we had that. We had Wheeler Useless and Eddie Kingston. Eddie Kingston, you know who he is.
Yeah.
Throw that backhand like nobody else's business, bro. That's where Courtney Montgomery got his backhand shit from. He's a big Eddie Kingston fan. Court Montgomery, we're going to get him on the show eventually this year. It's going to finally happen. Because there's some people it's easy for me to get. Then there's some people for me it's really hard for me to get. But we're going to get Court. And he's a friend of mine. And how's that so hard to get? It's because he's a heel. Got to realize. But he said that he would do an interview for us as long as we record it. Not this way. Like, we have to record us. Like, I got to have a camera guy. So we're going to do that. It's a good opportunity. It's good shit. Got a heel. a face, or whatever you want him to be, to get on the show. Shit, we got good numbers on the old guy that don't even wrestle anymore. That's good shit. You gotta go with what's gonna work. We're gonna get Zombie Dragon back on this year, too. Yeah, because we missed him on Halloween, because I had other ideas and shit that I don't even think I actually pursued them. But anyway, we did on the costume shit. I won second place and shit. Anyway, so I guess I did. So anyway, so we had the first match, and we had the second. We had something happen backstage segment with the Hardy Boys and Mark Briscoe.
Okay.
The trio spoke briefly about boasting Collision's ratings before the Hardys gave Briscoe a necklace. That's weird.
They gave him a Hardy Boys necklace.
Probably so. Jeff probably gave him
HB.
the damn shit. There's a video on it right here, but I ain't gonna play it because. Second match, my boy Swerve Strickland
Swerve.
versus my old school boy Evan Bourne, but
Evan
his
Bourne,
name is
okay.
Matt Sydal now.
Okay.
He's Matt Sydal, but you would know him by
Yeah.
Evan Bourne. Matt Sydal, Evan
That's an
Bourne.
interesting match because he's a small guy.
Yeah, it's really
Swerve-
tiny. No, they're both at the same size.
Really?
It's yeah.
I feel like
It's
Swerve's
just
bigger.
okay. So it's okay. So this is where you get mixed up is because Swerve has a world championship behind his fucking head. You can see world championship and other big championships. To where Evan Bourne, you might see light heavyweight, 205, tag team with CM Punk or something like, or Kofi Kingston. I mean,
I feel like
you would see that.
I
It
feel
was
like
Kofi and
Swerve
CM Punk.
is like
not-
a bigger heavyweight than Evan.
No,
Bourne.
he's actually
Bigger guy.
pretty small. It's like 2 something.
Hmm.
Swerve's not that big, but they push him in that big level because he's worth it. And Swerve's got to get this world title at some point in AEW. If he doesn't, I think the whole MJF run was for bullshit. If Swerve can't get it, I'm sorry, I'm going off the hinges, but I'm actually being really, really real with that. If Swerve can't get the world title of AEW, then... But they gave... I'm not saying... They gave it to other people, Kenny Omega, you know what I'm saying? He's like half owner of the whole thing. He can tell you what's going to happen, who's going to get booked. He can chime in whenever he wants to. Whatever. We're getting off the subject. Anyway.
Evan Bourne and Swerve Strickland.
Yeah,
That's
basically.
a good match.
Well, yeah.
I like Evan Bourne's high flying style. I like Swerve.
Because he did the shooting star, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was called the Airborne or something like that.
Yeah.
I know he had a tag team like Kofi. I think they were called Airborne. I think he was with Kofi at one point.
Evan Bourne do something else too.
Oh, I think he did Lucha Underground. I'm not sure. I know he did some other companies. I know he did like TNA and all that. He did quite a few. Swerve Strickland's actually Lucha Underground. He played Killshot. Thank you, Matt Jackson, for that knowledge.
Thank you. Man.
Because a lot of people don't know that. I would like to still think that a lot of people don't know that Killshot and Swerve Strickland are the same fucking human being. Like, King Cuerno is Escobar. Santos Escobar is King Cuerno. Yep. Okay, so he has the Matt Sell catches Swerve by surprise.
Matt
And he
Sydal.
capitalized. No, I don't think so. What did I read? Big JML driver. What is it? Up top rope. Whatever that is. I'm pretty sure Swerve won that shit. Okay, so All Elite said, whether it's a singles competition or the trios division, what's next for the group of Top Flight and Action Andretti? Because Top Flight and Action Andretti are actually a trios right now, so I guess that's what they're meaning. Third match in was Akira Shida. beating Queen. I don't want to butcher this like Jim Cornette. The Queen, Amanada. I think I'm smarter than Jim Cornette when it comes to pronouncing names. It's Amanada. Yeah, I'm pretty good on that. I'm pretty sure that's Amanada. You can overlook that. I'm pretty sure that's Amanada, right? Amanada. Queen.
Match. Hikaru Shida defeats Queen Amanada.
Amanada, right?
Via pinfall, yes.
Okay, well, Jim Cornette had a lot of problems with that. No, he's old and stuff.
Amanada. I believe.
It's Amanada, right?
I believe so.
And, if I'm wrong, at least I'm right. At least I'm close enough. Because it looks like it, right?
It looks like Amanada.
He was going off the handle. But, in my book, he was going off the handle. So, backstage segment, Ruby Riott and Saraya.
Paige and Ruby
But who
Riott.
won? Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, Hikaru Shida won it. Okay. So, we had fourth match was Dark Order defeating Jake Hager and Daddy Magic and Angelo Parker. So, who was in that group? Okay, Alex Reynolds. Okay. Brody Lee Jr. Okay, hold on. So Luke Harper's son showed up. Hold on. So Parker had to try and rally after being caught by Saraya. But he and his team didn't have it tonight. Instead, it was the Dark Order who would come out on top. After Parker was hit with the pendulum bomb, Alex Reynolds was hit with the Hager bomb by Jake Hager. And then Brody Lee Jr., which is the little motherfucker that is Luke Harper's son, that little motherfucker, which is pretty tall now, showed up to distract Hager by wearing his purple fucking hat. That fucking
Jack Swagger.
circular bullshit hat that Jack Swagger made famous somehow. So this little fucking boy, he's 14 now? 15, something like that? I've been trying to keep up with his age. I know he's he has to be a little bit younger than mine. Mine are 13. He might get the same age. I don't know. But anyway, that happened. That was pretty crazy.
That's wild.
Yeah, a little kid coming in there. That's pretty wild. -1 unleashes a secret weapon on Jake Hager. The clip is right here, but we can't watch it right now. But that's what it says. That's all it says for Rampage.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That would have. Yeah.
So I guess the main event was little Brody Lee
That's cool.
fucking some shit up.
That's dope.
Yeah. I think, we did SmackDown, we did Rampage. I think tonight was pretty crazy. We had Evan Bourne, if you know him better at that name, going against Swerve Strickland. That's a match made in heaven.
And then Jack Swagger.
Yeah, Jack Swagger is Jake Hager.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that match happened. What was that? That was the last match right there. That was, what was that? Jake Hager and, who? It was damn Dark Order. Versus Jake Hager, Daddy Magic, which is, Matt Menard and Angela Parker, which is 2.0. They came from NXT. But see, that's good. Because then you got Jake Hager, which is WWE, ex-WWE. The other two guys that he's tagging up with are ex-NXT. So, WWE, all in the same. So, but, of course, the Dark Order is getting a win. I'm sorry, folks, but I'm going to be real with you. Dark Order only got a win because Brody Lee is dead. Yeah, sorry. I have to be that dude, man. But anyway, it's realism. You know what I'm saying? If he hadn't, met his maker, we wouldn't be doing any of these Brody Lee tribute things, you know what I'm saying? Or any of that stuff. Anyway, keep doing what you're doing. I love you guys.
We love you.
Y'all be good.
This has been the high as fuck section
of the section
of the weekly podcast. The Formatt high as fuck section weekly review podcast.
And we're out fucking Elvis Presley for right now. Until Collision. Alright, and I'm back. We've got AEW Collision from Saturday. This is going out late. Sorry guys. It's going to go out late. Anyway, so we had FTR and Daniel Garcia versus the House of Black. We had, okay, so hold on. Who won that, though? We had, I think it might have started off with, I was about to just read all the matches. But anyway, so we're going from Adam Copeland versus Lee Moriarty. And, so Adam Copeland defeated Lee Moriarty. They gave it a B+. It's called Moriarty. He's pretty good, if I'm pronouncing it right. He's really good. And quick video for Moriarty was great. You know, the way Nigel McGuinness pronounces Christian's cage is unintentionally funny. Copeland's fall away slam from the middle turnbuckle was a great spot. So, you know, then we have the Gates of Agony and Brian Cage versus the Righteous and Lance Archer, which is pretty cool to have the Righteous and Lance Archer together, you know. And I love the Righteous. Vinny Marcellia supposed to got him on the show, but he ended up getting signed and all that. So that's okay. Let's see here, 1 minute. Okay. Well, they're called the Mongol Embassy. But it's whatever. The whole thing as a whole is a... So Vincent... Okay, so Khan hitting Vincent with his version of a pedigree to win. So the Mongol Embassy defeated the Righteous and Lance Archer, which is just whatever. Recap of some video packages of matches recently. It's a good way to help people follow the stories and all that. Cage is legitimately superhuman. Nobody who looks like that should be able to move the way he moves. AEW needs to do more with Khan. He could be a great single star. He's talented and has very marketable look. Watching a guy the size of Dutch throw himself over the top rope into a pile of humans while always entertaining. Prince Nana put out a challenge for the Guns and Jay White to face the champs. We have Dustin Rhodes versus Willie Mack. So, and then Dustin Rhodes beat Willie Mack, which, okay. And then we had Adam Page versus JD Drake. Of course, Adam Page beat JD Drake. So really, Collision is just like, I know Tony Khan said this in the beginning, that he was going to be like ciphering out human beings. He was going to, you know, have a roster and then go, okay, well, you can go do something. Y'all can do this while I need to bring in some other names and try to. So he's already said in the beginning that he was going to do that stuff. So it's good that he's ciphering out, giving us new names and, you know, stuff like that. Drake is deceptively quick on his feet. Like, he's really good. Like, a friend of mine is friends with him, and he said nothing but good stuff about him. The sequences when Page hit the moonsault, top rope, followed by a stand-up and shooting star press, freaking amazing. And so we didn't have the debut of Deonna Purrazzo. Actually, in-ring debut of Deonna Purrazzo. And, so she went up against Red Velvet, because Red Velvet just wanted to stir it up a little bit. So, and that happened, and so I guess that, you know, it was a good match and all that stuff, because Deonna's good. So, Deonna Purrazzo, you gotta just admit, it's good shit. Like and subscribe. Go over here to Kyle Foster Music and go like and subscribe to Kyle Foster Music. We just saw him last night. Well, we see him almost all the time, so phenomenal. So like and subscribe. They gave that match a C on the Bleacher Report. The commentators were having a lot of fun making fun of Tony Schiavone's and that I can't even say this to say Purrazzo correctly. So I guess Tony Schiavone's having trouble saying Purrazzo. I don't think I'm saying it right either, people. She hit a chop. Purrazzo hit a chop that sounded stiff The crowd had a audible reaction that did not include the usual woo. It's good. We are moving past everyone wooing every time someone does a slap. Now, that's true. That's true. I went to WrestleMania before, live and in person. I've been to Raw live and in person. And it's all these idiots do. They just sit around just going woo. And it's annoying as fuck. I'm not a Ric Flair. I'm not for Ric Flair. Never really was. I never really like Ric Flair. He's always been shit. But, that's all people do is woo. Every time someone chops somebody, it's like, didn't anybody else make that famous? I mean, there's a lot of people that's made that chop famous. We had Hook versus local talent. Okay. Hook versus local talent. They don't even have his fucking name in here. FTR and Daniel Garcia versus the House of Black. That happened. Hook obviously won. It's obvious. It was an incomplete, so the grade was incomplete. Hook extended his record to 29-1. Of course he extended it. I'm not talking shit about Hook, but giving him a local talent to keep his shit going. That's not all they've been doing with them, because he's been beating some big names and shit, but now he's about to be 30. He's about to be 30-1. He's only lost one time. And I don't even know if it was a singles. I can't remember if it was a singles or a tag when he lost. I don't think they considered the two the same. But yeah, Hook won, but it was incomplete somehow. House of Black defeated FTR and Garcia. That's good. I'm an FTR guy there. Garcia, Daniel Garcia hasn't grown on me yet. At first I was like, oh, I think I can dig this guy, I don't know. Probably some more years, just some more time growing on me. They gave an A- for that. The match with Hook was so unnecessary, but the crowd popped, so it served its purpose. Garcia using Black's own taunt against him was great, but Black teasing Garcia's dance was even better. Daddy Magic is always so good on the commentary. Of course he is. King just absorbing every shot Harwood dishes out. King. Oh, never mind. I forgot who we was talking about for a minute. That's Brody King. So that was good. Triple team pile driver was a fun spot, but it looked like it could have easily gone wrong for King if they had fallen the wrong way. The way Matthews sold Hardwood's pile driver ruled. Okay, so since we're on that taking moves wrong, that whole spot with Austin Theory and Carmelo Hayes on SmackDown was nasty. That was nasty. It was nasty. They knocked each other out head-on-head collision. And this is Battle of the Belts, by the way. Ricky Starks and Big Bill versus Chris Jericho and Sammy Guevara. The Six Gods. Let's see who won the titles. See, I had to miss this because I was out and about all night. I think Ricky Starks and Bill. Okay, they're keeping the titles. Okay, so now you want me to believe that Jericho can't beat a Ricky Starks and a Big Bill. Okay. Starks and Bill made no effort to get out of the way of the golf cart. It ended up being kind of funny, but still made them look kind of dumb. I mean, they had a golf cart. Big Bill threw a brick through the window of the car, blah, blah, blah. I was like, I'm going to have to go rewatch this, guys. Suplex on top of it. Starks using a plunger as a weapon against Jericho was hilarious. Jericho using a Swiffer wet jet wasn't as funny. Guevara doing a backflip off the wall, followed by a super kick to Bill, was an awesome spot. So it seemed like it was fucking great. We had Julia Hart versus Anna Jay with the TBS Championship on the line. That was probably fantastic. Julia winning. That's crazy. I thought Anna Jay would have got that. Jay still has a little bit of the callback magician gimmick. Calls back to her magician gimmick. So Anna Jay did something with another gimmick she used to have. Okay. She never really got a chance to make that gimmick work. So I guess she's doing something. Right before the match took place, Jack Perry showed up at New Japan Pro Wrestling Battle in the Valley and attacked Shada Umino, or whatever his name is. Jay did a good job selling her injured arm and all that. It was convincing. Orange Cassidy versus Preston Vance. Orange Cassidy beats Preston Vance. Okay. Alright. Shit's gotten out of hand. Shit has gotten out of hand. How in the motherfucker are you going to keep putting Orange Cassidy up against literally guys who could literally beat him? What is Tony Khan's obsession, man? I love Orange Cassidy, and I'm fine with him being the champ. But I'm also not fine with him beating big guys like that. Preston Vance, this is like, oh yeah, well, I guess if Tony Khan had a chance, he would fucking let Orange Cassidy get the win over The Undertaker too. Oh no, Orange Cassidy, he gonna beat Big Show next week. That's what's gonna happen. He gonna beat Big Show next week. He keeps beating all these big guys. Fucking Brian Cage, a legitimate guy that could take his title. Like, it's crazy. I love it, and it's fun, but god damn, I guess I'm just too much of the guy who thinks like, you know, like, I don't know. You have a legitimate guy that looks like he could overpower somebody who should be able to win it. But yeah, so that was Battle of the Belts. Oh yeah, we had Edge versus Lee Moriarty as well, because Edge did that whole not Edge. His name was Edge, Adam Copeland. But anyway, so he had a challenge, put out a challenge, and Lee Moriarty came out there and did the thing. So I think that was cool for Lee Moriarty to get that kind of like exposure, and for him to be able to get some type of recognition, something, you know. So anyway, so I guess that's been my Collision part of this. I don't think there's anything else I need to talk about. It's Sunday. But anyway, like and subscribe. And the Formatt is out, like Elvis Presley.